Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. Hi, I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank all my Scorpios for subscribing to my channel and helping it grow, and for my new viewers and friends out there who are jumping into this reading with us today. Welcome, and let's get some watery information as the theme of this reading for Scorpio, my water sign. And I invite you to bring your own question, concern, or curiosity today to this reading. And this is the theme for you. She who flows. You're going with ease. Look at these two figures. They could be counterparts of yourself, your twin, that you're learning and helping this twin to grow into this flow and ease, and to be open to change. To go with the flow of life. That's what's you're being invited to, Scorpio. And that's coming because you're riding the pink dolphin. Look at this beautiful openness. And you're just swimming with this beautiful celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart is coming. Beautiful. So let's jump right in and see what it is that the tarot cards want Scorpio to know today. And thank you so much for overseeing this reading. Sun, moon, and rising for my Scorpios. And this is you. I saw the sun on the bottom. So here comes the sun with this fun and celebration and unbridled joy. Because you see the question is something needing to be sacrificed. Maybe an old way of thinking about yourself or other people. And you're seeing it in a whole new upside down version through the rabbit hole, a new understanding that's leading to healing, and just being patient with this release and seeing what a new journey is opening up to you, how you're seeing yourself and this adventure in a whole new way. And it could be leading to some enlightenment, the sun. And death is coming as the challenge to this new perspective. Well, what challenges this new perspective, Scorpio, is releasing, sacrificing some old way of being. And death is not the end, it's the beginning of a whole new life. You see the sun rising. And you see this child in the very hoof of the white horse offering a flower to death, because death is not to be feared. It's a natural process of evolution. And you're dying to the old, as they say, to give birth to this whole new perspective. And you've got strength. And look at the figure 8, that eternity sign above this earth angel's head as you learn to tame and calibrate those energies, Scorpio, within you. And you do have that plutonic energy of death and rebirth is part of your sign. And so this is saying that there is a big change coming on, and you might not even see how much strength and courage you have had to have even to tame those different drives and energies and forces within you. But that is something is changing. An end is coming. And what happened in the recent past, Scorpio, was this tower. Well, that's why the death is here. You have this tower moment coming out of the blue. Look at this. You have the tower in the recent past. And what it hits you blindsided. It could be something about this relationship, your marriage. Y'all had built this amazing tower, an ivory tower, worked in the universities, had all of this knowledge and culture and history, but it was based on ego show, based on just thinking it was all about your drive, your ambition. And it came crashing down, and the crown has been knocked off because it needed to be by divine necessity. And then that could be why you're having this hangman moment of having to see things from a totally new perspective, because death is challenging this, is coming in and is moving into the future. And the King of Cups is at the crown for my Scorpio. That's a Scorpio card, Scorpionic. It sits on this throne of the turbulent waters. Even after a tower moment where everything crashes down, this king knows how to rebuild, and knows how to sit firm, knows how to balance those emotions with intelligence, with that EQ, and also is able to think through things, but doesn't let the emotions contaminate or bring bias because we're frightened or we're needing something. But we look at things clearly and can be a good listener. And that's what's your higher powers want you to know is available to you, Scorpio, after this tower. After you've had to have so much courage and release something, surrender something. And maybe something has to be surrendered because it's dying, it's over, it's coming to an end. And then you're going to be the emperor, bossing up now. That's what's being required, sitting on your throne of your own destiny, taking a control over the structure and how things are organized in your daily affairs and in the work around you, in your home, in your property, how you manage your business, your accounts. And you're taking that on now. And the death card is moving right toward the emperor. You're moving toward that. The death and then the rebirth is going to bring you that power to have control and responsibility, and to take a responsibility of your actions and choices. And you're seeing yourself as the wheel is turning quickly. These are the 4 fixed signs, and when the wheel turns, it's a change coming. And you want that change. You want that new opportunity. Because the tower brings this rubble, brings old structures down, crashes in with a truth that has to be heard, that has to be understood, that leads to a balanced emotion, to really understanding, forgiveness and understanding, and having somebody who can really listen to you. And what's in your environment is change, balance, adapting to changes in money. A change, like for instance, if you have a job, you have to get another job. So you're working 2 jobs, or helping a family member when you're in a relationship with your partner, or you're having to just balance that life is changing, because when death comes, there is a change, a radical change. It could be coming and you know it, moving in slowly, but an end is coming and change is on the horizon. And you're going to have to, hope and fear is to balance and blend and to renew this. And you see how in this death card you have the same sun is rising on the horizon. So after this death, this end, you have to boss up and take command of your life. Maybe there's an end in a relationship and you have to pick up the weight that they used to help you with. And something's changing and your environment is adapting and changing. And your hope and fear is you'll be able to blend those inner and outer feelings, to be able to take what's in your imagination and unconscious mind and dreams and the earthly, balancing the kind of emperor part of your life, and to heal and change and go from one kind of phase of your life to something totally different. But you have to have that process of going from a lead to gold, and that's a psychological process of self-understanding. And the advice is, there's going to be some time of grief and sadness, disappointment and loss. Something was spilled. Something ended. 3 cups were spilled. 2 are still standing. Look to those cups now, Scorpio, that are still there. And pick them up and go across this bridge to this home. And that's where your renewal will happen. That's where your balanced emotions will be found. And that's where you will be a whole new person. You won't be even recognizable to yourself. You have changed and healed and become this precious jewel within yourself. And that's what I have for you. But grief is the advice, is to grieve something, to really look at it. Let it go for once, because something is coming to an end, and that's challenging you, surrendering and letting go of an old way of believing, an old way of seeing yourself in the world and others. And you have this strength and courage to tame and to get through anything, and you know you have been at the foundation doing that. And you've dealt with many towers, many things that crashed down, that weren't built on a firm foundation. So let's see why the Hangman is here, because you're having to have a new perspective. And part of that new perspective you're seeing when you're hung upside down is compassion. Compassion for this sacrifice, for this new way of being. That's not easy. And you're having a learning experience through this end of something. It's teaching you something. So you're having compassion for this learning experience, and it's divine timing that you face this strength within you. You know it's time to be courageous, to be strong. And the tower's here because you said yes in the recent past to something. And you said yes, and you stretched toward a new life because something came crashing down. And maybe you had to say yes to it, to whatever was going to be destroyed, an end of a relationship, the end of a way of being, the end of a whole new, a whole world. And it's leading you to take on power and intention, to use your wisdom and to really face this emotional intelligence as you go through this tower, a crash, this end, this challenging something out of the blue that is going to make you have to boss up, and you are bossing up because you're going through a time of spiritual growth. And that's why you're sitting on this throne of the emperor, of that boss of your own spiritual destiny. And the wheel is turning and change is coming, and you're receiving downloads and intuitions about how this is happening and where you're going. And you've got this divine timing as well. And you're changing in the environment. Something's adapting and changing to something different. And you've been going through that, Scorpio, and you're learning to earth and ground within your environment and to sit quietly and be able to balance in nature. And temperance is you're alchemizing through this holy love. Well, that is what alchemy is we take these parts of ourselves that we don't like, that we think are not valuable, and then through these alchemical processes, we become this holy love, Scorpio. And that's that inner marriage, the sacred marriage, the conjunctio, the coming together of those elements within us. And then that disappointment, that loss, whatever that is in love that we've been grieving, will have healing energy that will be healed, and we will move forward from that sorrow to that new abode, that new timeline. And that's what I have for you, a Scorpio, a very powerful reading. And I want to leave you with one card from the Angel Aura Oracle as the gift for Scorpio to take from this reading. And if you like the way I read, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments how this is resonating. Razel number 8, rainbow, is an important number for you. And look at this beautiful outfit. And she's holding that lantern like the hermit, following that star, Scorpio, to this healing energy. Enlightened, adaptable, soulful, and you're connected. And that is the gift. And don't these look so beautiful together? This holy love that's coming. in the rainbow. And that's what I have for you. And you know I love you, Scorpio, and we're in this interconnected field, learning and growing to follow that rainbow, to wish on those highest dreams toward healing and that holy love within us. And see you next time. Bye-bye.